Hey garden nerds, I'm Christy Wilhelmi, and a few years ago I did a video that helped you get started on growing corn. Today's video is about the other end of that, protection and harvesting. So the old adage is knee high by the 4th of July, and today is July 5th, and these guys are way over my head. So we get a little early start here in Los Angeles, but no matter when you start, the timing is pretty much the same for protection and harvesting. The first thing that happens is that the tassels come out at the top, and when they do, and that will be somewhere between 4 and 6 feet tall-ish, when they do, start keeping your eye out for the silks to appear because those happen next. The silks are these guys right here. But first let's talk about protection because there are a couple of worms that end up in corn. There are some moths that deposit an egg right at the tip of each ear, and then they burrow down. When they turn into little larvae, they burrow down and they start eating the corn, and that's no fun when you peel open that husk and discover that half the corn's been eaten away by some critter. So the first thing you want to do as the silks appear is protect them. So you can do a couple of different things. One is you can put a drop of oil on the tip of the ear, and that coats the surface so that the worms can't burrow down inside. I prefer to use the clothespin method, and that is right here. You can see a good old-fashioned clothespin like this. Oop, see, a worm just came out in my hand, so, which means it didn't get inside, it stayed on the outside. So you put the clothespin on the stalk as early as this. I don't know if you can see this, but this is just barely emerging, and you put the, and I would do it over here too. I don't know if you can see this. There's a little guy right here. You just put a clothespin at the tip of the ear as the silks start to emerge, and the cornworms won't be able to get down in there, which is awesome. So once you've done that, next you're going to set your clock, or rather put an appointment on your calendar for 18 days, because corn is ready to pick or begins to enter the milk stage 18 to 21 days after the silks emerge. So I always plug in an appointment on my Google Calendar, and then when it pops up, I know I can start checking. How do you start checking? Here's how. You peel back the husk of the corn until you expose a couple of kernels. You take your thumbnail and you pierce the kernel with a thumbnail. And if the liquid that comes out is milky, ta-da, you're ready to pick. If the liquid that comes out is clear, it's not quite ready. So keep checking over the next couple of days, and when it's ready, pick it. If nothing comes out, if it's dry when you pierce a kernel with your thumbnail, that means it's past its prime. But don't worry, it's gone to starch, which means it's not really great for eating as sweet corn, but you can just let it mature on the stalk and save it, let it dry out and save it to mill it for cornmeal, which is delicious. We make cornbread all the time with the ears that got away, so that's what you can do. When it's time to harvest, you take the corn ear, and here's the stalk. You bend down and you bend up, and it should come right off. And at that point, you can husk it and eat it fresh. If you want to avoid the whole milk stage thing, just grow popping corn. It's the easiest thing in the world. All you have to do is protect it like this, and then when the entire thing dries down, you bend it down, you bend it up, it comes off, and then all you have to do is shell it. And this is a little corn sheller. It's like a $5 corn sheller from some company, I don't know, but you can find them online. You run the corn ears through this, and it takes all the kernels off without you having to pick them off one by one. It's super easy and fun to do, and then you have popping corn for the year. It's very cool. If you like this video, share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell to find out when our next video comes online. Consider becoming a Patreon subscriber to support all the free stuff we do here at Garden Nerd, and don't forget to get your copy of Gardening for Geeks, which has this kind of information and so much more. Happy gardening.